Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tales of a TMNT Volume 2, Issue number 17, Wrong Turn. And this one is one which I just feel like they really did not really care too much about the story itself and just really went all in with it, and it was, not the best issue, because this one we're dealing with different Earths, dimensions and stuff like that, with giant spiders, apocalypses and stuff like that, so I feel like you can already get a gist of what they did that was a little bad, shall we say, but yeah, oh boy, so yeah, let's get into this one. Okay, so this issue, we do first start off with Casey, Raph, and they're in the bar with a neutron called Gurjin. I'm pretty sure I said the name wrong with that Neutron, but basically this is taking place right after Splinter's funeral, and I must admit I was quite surprised by that, just because I was not really expecting anything to be dealing with Splinter's death or anything like that, just because like with the past few issues we have had Splinter in them, and I know that in Volume 4 he does die, but it does feel like really weird from just going from like one issue where, you know, he's totally alive, fighting assassins and beating up other assassins and like in different worlds, dimensions, stuff like that, to then all of a sudden he's dead, and then we go into like next issue and he might be alive. So I just find that so weird that I don't really explain it all too well, and it's just, you know, maybe he's alive, maybe he's dead, I don't know. But either way, they're all drinking, and Neutron does get a bit drunk because he has, I think it's a cranberry juice, I think it is, which to them is basically alcohol. So then this gives Casey and Raph the idea to try and help Neutron to basically like experiment with teleportation with different worlds, dimensions, stuff like that, and Neutron accepts their help, and that's when they go back to over there to find Donatello. Now Donatello is a bit surprised by this and is really confused why Casey and Raph were selected to help him, and that's when Donatello has a bright idea to basically come along and help them just in case anything goes wrong. So Neutron gives Donatello this pair of glasses, basically allows Neutron to see what they're seeing with the goggles, and will basically be allowed to teleport the Turtles and Casey back home. So that's when the characters walk through the portal, and that's when things go wrong, because there's this cockroach back at the lair, went onto the computer, and again it gets really weird here, just because in this issue the cockroach it poos on the circuit boards and somehow it fires things up and stuff like that, which yeah, I'm not too sure if that's realistic or not, but either way that's the thing that happens. And again, why is it with cockroach and poo? I know I thought I'd be saying that, but like with the stuff that happens with turtles and cockroaches, that's just a whole separate video on its own. But recently with like the poo aspect of things, I've been very surprised by that with Tales of TMNT constantly referring to diarrhea and squirts, and now this, and I just feel so stupid and weird talking about it so much. But either way, we're here now, so let's move on, shall we? Boy. But then the next scene we do get to see Donnie, Raph and Casey, they're in this like apocalyptic like world, and we do get to see that like there's loads of vehicles empty and stuff like that, and go to explore it, and that's when we do get to see bugs. And this is where things get weird, because Casey, Raph and Donnie don't use their weapons, they use guns, and they start to shoot them, and it gets really weird, I want to say, just because with turtles, you don't really expect them to be using guns, and here it's just like, yeah, just go all out with it. And I feel like this is like the part where, like, you know, like, it, like, they didn't really have too much intentions of actually making a good story, and just really want to go all in with the fun side of things. It just feels like a real 80s type of movie. I feel like you understand, like, where I'm coming from, or, like, early, like, 90s, like, one of those kind of movies, and, oh god. And I do find it a bit weird, just because even in this issue we do get to see Donatello who says that he hates both guns and bugs, but yet he's using a gun to kill the bugs, so I find it so weird. And if anything, I do sort of find it a little bit more weird that he like even acknowledges it, but doesn't really do anything about it. He still continues to use the guns. And I know that like in this world it is more logical to use it, but at the same time with his like morals and stuff like that, it would make more sense for him not to use it, so it does feel a bit off character, but yeah. But then after that, we do get to see Mattel's go to, I think it's like Las Vegas in this world, but however, this place has been destroyed, and that's when another bug swarm attacks, and we do get to see them capture Casey, and so Donatello and Ruff like hide in the sewers, and we do get to see them go over to the bug base. And again, a lot of like really 80s kind of stuff where they go in, they beat everyone, it's going their way, they get all the people out there with Casey and all that, and then they decide to like throw some gas in there because the bugs have found them, and they start to like get out there, and Raph and Casey do get out there, but Donald's left behind, he's trying to save someone, so the person blows himself up. Yeah, that's the thing that happens, because with this like smoke thing is very flammable, so the only way to destroy all these bugs is by blowing them up. And yeah, this bit here feels really like 80s and 90s action movie kind of thing, about really thinking about the plot. And again, I feel like there's a lot of stuff in here for like it could be cool if I'd actually give a lot more thought to it, but with everything that's just gone down this issue, of how they've gone around it, it just feels like they haven't really like given it too much thought other than just, oh hey look, isn't that cool, like, you know, but it just doesn't really work all too well. And then it makes things even worse when we do get to see for the final bit, Battles and Casey, they're about to be attacked by tigers. They come out of nowhere, but don't really explain that, but you know, they're about to fight them, but we do get to see Ultron, he teleports the characters out of there just in time, and that's pretty much where we do end the story. And again, it just feels so much like an 80s kind of thing where we don't really think about it too much, and it's put the characters in like a very unique situation, and they had to fight it off and all that, which it could be cool, but with the way they went around it, what they did in this issue, yeah, no, it did not. But at least they kind of tried. But it's annoying because I do believe that like there's like really good elements in this thing, especially like the apocalypse kind of thing. I always feel like those kind of stories are, like work really well, like the future and stuff like that. And you know, there's stuff to be, I'll say like could be cool here, but the way they go around it, it's just not the best, and it just feels really 80s, 90s action movie type of thing. I think that's like the best way of describing it. And with Jim Lawson's artwork, I will say this, it works really well because of the connections to Volume 4 stuff, and with his, you know, because with the Volume 4 stuff, he drew all that, and I thought that was really cool. And see him come back and do some more tell stuff for that, like, continuity, I thought that was really great. And but I don't know if he had any sort of connections to this issue in terms of actually writing it. I hope not. Let's find out. So the script is art, and oh yeah, so the script is done by Jim Lawson, and also the plot is done by Jim Lawson. That explains a lot, and I don't know what to really make of that now. It's kind of cool, I want to say, but I feel like he may have had a bit too much attachment to this story, and I think that maybe had he not had too much of attachment to it, and it was just left to the art, maybe things might have been better, but oh god, that makes things even worse. So, god, yeah. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? And, yeah. That's game for today, guys. If you're awesome, please share, let's subscribe and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.